What's going on, guys? To Intuitive 717 here. I am back with another reading. We're going to dive right into the Divine Masculine's energy this morning, and we're going to see what's on their mind when it comes to this connection. Okay, what is going on with your Divine Masculine this morning? It could be as they're getting ready for work. It could just be during their morning routine. I feel like inner child healing is a big thing that's coming up for them. Epiphanies and breakthroughs. Your masculine could be an earth sign here, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but that's what's happening for them right now, okay? They could be silent, but many of you could be feeling a lot of movement, a lot of peace versus a lot of the anxious anxiety that you've been picking up on with them. I feel like a lot of that is coming to an end. Dreams could be really significant, or some of the arguments or conversations or disagreements that you guys have had over the last little while that's triggered separation. It's had a lot to do with them looking at themselves, realizing that they can't just ghost you, okay? The feelings always come back for you, Divine Feminine, okay? It could be something that you've said, just your very presence, okay? The love that you may offer them. I feel like inner child healing is coming up because, okay, what's happening is many of you came into this Divine Masculine's life and you offered them a lot of genuine love. You could even be the earth sign here as well. You came off as down to earth, real, okay? And something about them had a lot of trouble trusting a good thing, okay? You could be heavy with Taurus energy here, a good woman coming into their life. This is somebody who feels like they dropped the ball on a good thing, and now that you guys are in separation, they're seeing where that comes from. You could be dealing with a masculine who's had a lot of anger issues when it comes to, I want to say, like the mother energy, like talking to women in a certain type of way or looking at women in a certain type of way. Whoever you are, you've commanded his respect. I feel like every morning when he wakes up, he's rereading some of the text messages that you have sent to him, and you have no problem putting him in his place. And I feel like your energy offers that tough love. Who do you think you're talking to? This is someone who was raised in a home where, like, women didn't stand up for themselves. They were mistreated, and I feel like a lot of your masculines were taught subconsciously, like, that's just how women are. They maybe grew up hearing like their fathers or their uncles talk about women in a very degrading way because maybe their fathers and uncles dealt with the type of women that were very maybe like nefarious, very sexual, very manipulative. This is a masculine who grew up in a home where they didn't have that sense of like a strong feminine energy who commands respect, who knows how to give love. You also know how to receive love, you know balance, you know when to speak up. If somebody disrespects you, they don't get access to your love. Like, they've never seen someone move with kindness and compassion and integrity, grace. And I feel like they made the wrong move. They might have spoken to you the wrong way, and damn, did you put them in their place. And that's when they had that epiphany and breakthrough that, wait a second, like, not all women are the same. I really need to pull my socks up here because I'm going to lose out on a good thing. So this is deep. This connection between you two is very deep. They're seeing you as like a real thing. You're the real deal. I feel like they're feeling an attraction towards you that they've never experienced. There's a bit of intimidation in there, which they've never felt. They're used to just walking in there and dominating, right? Women falling to their knees, and like when they step into the room, it's like, oh my goodness. But they've never encountered anyone like you, Divine Feminine. You're not going down on your knees, you know, for anything. You more make their knees tremble and shake when they walk into a room and you're there. The fact that you are able to stand on your two legs firmly planted into the ground, that's why I'm sensing you may be the earth sign here. Something about you, it's just very stable, it's grounding. Your independence could be very important to you. You know how to take charge in the world. You're not naive, and you don't depend on anybody for anything. So when you encounter this masculine, I feel like they barked up the wrong tree, but they like it. They like this refreshing awakening that they're having. Look at this. Disharmony triggers and conflict. They're used to that connection between man and woman being very chaotic. There's got to be conflicts. There's got to be disrespect and arguments. You might speak your mind, Divine Feminine, but I feel like you do it in a very tasteful manner. You've put them in their place, but you've done it in a way where you've used discernment. You've forced this epiphany or this breakthrough and this healing upon them. Okay, and that is where someone's at. They're remembering a lot of the memories that they've had as a child, and it's causing some kind of shift or awakening as we speak. Let's see what's developing in their heart space for you. Okay, what's going on with the healing in terms of what the Divine Feminine's bringing through? Okay, so very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I'm hearing a healthy relationship, a healthy interaction between, a man and a woman. So they have to let go of the past. And I feel like that's why inner child healing is so important, is because, you really are coming through as the Divine Feminine. Okay, I feel like even this Divine Masculine's, like maybe mother, they didn't see her exude the kind of strength that you exude in life, Divine Feminine. You are just, especially if you're an earth sign here, like I said, like stability, money, like all of those things, like you got that shit down packed. Like that's just part of your nature to be able to carry yourself and carry yourself well. Independence is really important to you as a woman, right? Nobody's going to come in and talk to you any which type of way they feel like it. Why? Because you pay your own way in life. You don't need anybody to come in and do anything for you. Who's paying your bills? You're paying my bills? Who are you talking to like that? Okay, they're used to being in situations with women where it's like these women are dependent on them for certain things, and so of course they could talk to them any type of which way they want to, and then these women have to just nod their heads and say yes. They're not used to a woman of your caliber, and they've come up against that because of whatever this twin flame contract is here between you two, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energies. And I think at this point they're clearly having to decide like what kind of man they want to be. You're forcing someone's hand, I feel. Okay, someone's anger, hostility, all of that stuff I feel is these red flags. When you talk to them, as soon as they come up, you turn them green. Okay, don't bring no red flags around me. Those flags better be green. That's what you're saying, Divine Feminine, okay? And also, too, the signs are cautioning you. He approaches you with caution. That's what you need to know. Okay? Red flags? Oh, he sees red flags all over you, Divine Feminine. You snatch up those red flags and you stick them in the ground all around you. Okay? I feel like you guys are like, you want to see red flags? Let me show you what red flags are like. And for you, it's really shouting to him that, like, boundaries. You want to see red flags? Let me show you red flags. So he approaches you with caution. Okay? This is a man who feels a transformation, a breakthrough is coming in terms of the way that he respects you. Okay, we have calling in your soulmate. Okay, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Also, too, Divine Feminine, because inner child healing is coming up, like that whole tough love aspect is like really, really important for your Divine Masculine's healing. Because I feel like somehow it's showing them how to love themselves as well. And also, too, like, it's getting them to picture themselves and what a healthy relationship looks like. Like, I do feel like I keep hearing forcing their hand. It's like you're forcing someone to surrender. They don't want to push you away. They would rather go through this healing process and this healing journey than keep you at a distance. Okay, because you're very firm in those boundaries. You made the right decision by either putting them in their place or standing up for yourself. And that's just what's on their mind, like really, really heavily. Let's close out the message with one more card in terms of how this connection is unfolding. Okay, so they're being guided to make this effort towards you because you're worth it. And they already know that by experiencing a lot of the healing and some of the conversations that you've had with them. You have no problem confronting them. You have no problem speaking your truth. Again, if they bring red flags, you turn these flags green or you snatch them up and put them all around you, teaching them boundaries. And because of that, it's like in the last reading with the love yourself first, I think that came up earlier this week. Someone's being guided to make this effort towards you because I feel like your sternness, your discernment, like that's what feels like love. There's no taking advantage of you. There's no having their way. It feels more like partnership. Okay, and that is what that's what's making them want to do this healing, is this sense of actually attracting in or calling in or pulling in this healthy kind of love. You're a hell of a woman, whoever you are, Divine Feminine, okay? Putting someone in their place is making them want to make the effort towards you, because you standing up for yourself the way that you did, or exuding some kind of healing, like you made someone stop and recognize that it's like, hey, listen, I'm not the problem here, okay? Like, I'm not out to get you. I'm not out to hurt you. And because of that, you've now got someone turning back in your direction, really wanting to make that effort, okay? So that's what I have for this quick check-in, guys. That's what's on his mind this morning. If you guys would like a personal session with me, find me over at hypsy.com. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next one, okay? Take care. Bye.